In this video, I'll guide you through how to update the status for jobs you've applied to on Indeed. Keeping your job applications organized can save you a lot of time and stress, and updating your status on Indeed is a simple way to track where you are in the process with each employer. I'll walk you through each action slowly and clearly so you can follow along on your own screen. Let's start from the main Indeed page. Make sure you're signed into your account with the same login you used when you applied to jobs. Once you're signed in, look for the section called My Jobs. Depending on your device, this might be in the top navigation bar, in a menu icon, or under your profile menu. On desktop, you'll often see My Jobs as a clear option at the top of the page. On mobile, you may need to tap the menu icon first. Go ahead and click or tap My Jobs to open your saved and applied positions. Inside the My Jobs section, you'll notice that Indeed separates your jobs into different categories, such as saved and applied. What we want to focus on here is the applied section. This is where Indeed keeps a list of the jobs you've actually submitted applications for using your account. If you don't see the Applied tab right away, look for a filter, a drop-down, or labeled tabs along the top or side. Select the Applied view so that only the positions you've already applied to are visible. Now take a moment to scroll through the list and find the specific job you want to update. You'll typically see the job title, the company name, and maybe a brief status or date you applied. If you've applied to a lot of roles, you can use the search bar, if it's available, to type in part of the job title or company name. Once you've located the correct listing under the applied section, you're ready for the next step. Click directly on that job entry. This will open more details about that particular application. You might see information like the job description when you applied and any messages or updates from the employer. This detailed view is where you can usually manage or review the status of your application. Now look carefully for an option to update or change the application status. This might appear as a drop-down menu, a button, or a link that says something like Update Status or Change Status. Not all jobs will have this option available. It depends on how the employer set up the posting and whether Indeed supports tracking for that particular application. If you do see the option, click it, then select the status that best reflects where you are in the process. Common choices might include things like applied, interviewing, offer received, hired, or not selected. After you choose the appropriate status, make sure it's saved. Sometimes the change is saved automatically when you select it, and other times you might need to click a Save or Done button. Once it's updated, you should see the new status reflected on that job's page and usually in your main applied list as well. If you don't see any way to update the status, that simply means it isn't available for that specific job. In that case, you can still use My Jobs as a reference to remember where you applied, but the status will remain as is. That's all there is to it. By regularly going into My Jobs, finding the role under applied, opening the job entry, and updating the application status when available, you'll keep a clear overview of your job search and make it easier to stay on top of your next steps.